Welcome back to another Sunday episode of Kingdom of Nerds. I'm joined by Brian, Master of None, Dom Tober, and Joe's Dueling. Oh, there's the names.
Dude, you know what would spice up your intro a little bit? If you had like some German person come on and narrate the stuff. It's like, FOMO. Spec.
I'm gonna put you right on that.
Kingdom of Nerds.
Kingdom of Nerds.
Das ist wunderbar.
Yeah. Just like and subscribe.
Actually,
oh God, yes, dude. Please.
Pull a Chris and say, Mama Bear, would you voice my intro?
Oh, I'm telling you,
Or you could always have the
has to have like
girl, the hot two girl going, the hot two in this thing.
There you go, baby.
The hot two girl.
Right.
Spit on that comic. So what's up, guys? What's up? What's been going on this weekend?
Yeah.
Besides the heat that's killing everyone across the country?
Dude, me and the missus went out to dinner and drinks last night with her cousin and the cousin's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Well, the guy that he's seeing, I don't know. He what's going on. But anyway, make a long story short, we went out. It was hot as balls. Went to a place on the West Side Highway, which was really good. And then we went to a rooftop bar. Holy shit. It was hot as balls on top of the rooftop bar. But then all of a sudden, we're sitting there.
You went to a rooftop bar?
Yes. Yeah, we were sitting there and talking. All of a sudden, the bartender comes running over. Everybody's got to leave. There's an emergency. The freaking alarms came on. This and that. We had to leave. We couldn't take the elevator down. We had to walk downstairs. It was hot as balls. And I'm running downstairs. And like these girls are just going down slow. I'm like, dude, this building falls. We're all dead. Pick your step up. Let's go. And then my wife had to go to the bathroom. And she had to find a bathroom. It was funny. And on top of that, I still got it. So apparently these girls were walking.
Oh, here we go.
Listen, now I'm with my wife, and the girl comes up to me. She goes, me and my friend are wondering where you're going. This and that.
What?
I'm like, well, she's got to go to the bathroom. That's where we're going. And have a good night. They're like, holy shit, these girls like flirting with. It's right there. My wife was.
Your wife was right there.
Right there, yeah. We were laughing because we had a in the morning.
It's New York. Nobody has any shame.
And my wife turned around like this. She goes, "Listen, I love you," and all these things. I said, "Well, you're biased, man. You're biased. You think I'm good looking like your husband?" I said, "I need a total stranger to say that."
Yes.
At night,
you need external validation.
Here I am. I was like,
now, how would you feel if a bunch of men came up to your wife? Would you react the same way?
Or would you be jealous? Teeth like Tic Tacs.
Come on.
Well, first of all,
all right. Say if it was Marco and a DB coming up.
Well, then it would just be funny.
Oh my god. Well, you know what? Listen, if it happened that way, yeah, I'd be a little pissed. I'm like, but it's funny. I don't even think they looked at my hand to have the ring on them, because it's me, her cousin, and like I said, her cousin's on again, boyfriend, and her, and it's like, I didn't even know if these girls were in the same place that we were in. It was just happened out of the blue. It was like funny. I'm like, holy shit. It just.
Damn, ladies man Dom over here, bro. Got game.
Yeah, it was almost DEFCON 5. Wife had to go to the bathroom. Had to find the bathroom. And then we go to another bar. Went to another bar. No AC. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these places, man? I'm like, what? Nobody had AC. The places are hot as hell. I'm like, what the hell?
That's crazy.
I never, ever missed anything more than my AC when I got home last night. As soon as I walked in, I stripped, jumped in the shower, changed, and sat right next to the AC. And I was like, oh.
They probably had their AC on, but just with the capacity and the heat, it just can't keep up.
Yeah. It was really weird.
And I don't know if anybody's ever been to New York City in the summer. Between the cement, the buildings reflecting the heat back and forth, and you're walking, it's horrible. It's the worst.
That's why I live in the country.
I don't know. And even I know the food. I had a watermelon salad. That's what I had, a watermelon salad with grilled chicken. Doesn't even there's no like really hot.
Is that like $25?
Yeah, exactly.
At least
that's for the salad.
But it's actually it was really good, man. I love like the watermelon salads in the summertime.
It's the same in Toronto.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty stuffy up there.
Well, it's supposed to break. Isn't it supposed to break the weather?
Well,
Maybe
it was
get
like
some
it
rain
was
to
like
move
60
through.
degrees this morning, so it was cool. And then like by 10, it was just like humid as hell.
Oh gosh, that's why
It
I
only
live in
went,
the
it went
desert.
down to like the
guys.
high 70s at night. That's what it went down to here.
And right now, it's actually 86 degrees right now. I didn't go out all day. I am not going out. I was out last night. That was it. I'm fucking staying in. I stayed in. Didn't do anything. My wife was doing her hair all day. Did a little cleaning. Other than that, I am
I'm surprised you're not working today.
actually. Well, it's kind of funny because I usually do mutuals with a couple of guys at work. So I did a mutual with a guy when I was went to work on Thursday, and I told on Wednesday, and I turned around and told him, I said, listen, I go, you want to do a mutual? He's like, yeah. So we did a mutual. I put the paperwork in, everything. I
Yeah.
get a call yesterday. I get a call yesterday morning. Yo, Dom, I made a mistake. I did a mutual with somebody else, this and that. So we had to cancel the mutual. I'm like, nah, I got to get the day off. I can't have the day. So I told my boss, I'm like, listen, it's not my fault that the mutual was canceled. All that stuff. I'm taking the day off. I said, I'll call out then because I did not want to go in. And I had off today. I was home all day. It felt great. I think it home was like 2 a.m. yesterday. This morning. So I needed to sleep.
Look at you hanging out.
Yeah.
I don't have it in me anymore. I'm tapped by like 9 o'clock at night. I just want to sleep,
No.
especially in this heat.
Dude, they're gonna ask me. I'm the same way, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, Brian, can you start closing shifts?" No,
Closing. No closing. Closing.
not unless I work
closing
across the
sucks.
street.
It's a good thing that I was home, go through some stuff. If you have any little show and tell, I got some
Ooh.
stuff that
We could do some pickups.
you want.
Might as well start with some pickups. I'll go for it. I'll search some stuff I showed off. I didn't show it off Friday, but I did get this, which is Transformers. It's the Japanese continuation of the American version.
Oh, good, nice. That's
Headmasters, Master Force, and Victory all in one
I like that.
complete
Yeah.
set. So
Galvatron
get-
dies in there. They kill Galvatron. And
Yeah.
Also, Ultramax is killed by Six Shot. Yeah.
and Optimus comes back.
Optimus comes back. Well, Optimus came back in the American series.
He
The
did?
Tournament of Prime. Yeah. When
Oh,
they
yeah,
found
yeah, he
the
did.
spaceship.
But he comes back permanently in the Japanese
okay.
one. But Hot Rod, he gets redeemed. I got another DCU. Actually, I got 2. This
Nice.
I can't believe this guy actually. he
I hate
shipped
when people
these.
shipping those.
Ship- What is
How
wrong
hard
with
is
you?
it to have a bag and board?
Yes.
It's not that hard. Like I understand sometimes with a magazine or something, people don't want to buy specific bags and boards for magazines. But when it's a comic,
Yep.
you're selling comics.
This is ridiculous.
I don't know.
Ship it in a goddamn bag and board. Don't be a degenerate.
Sheesh.
Pickups? Okay. Are you a ticket? You got the pirate. I got one of these 2-packs. I got it for like $20. So I was like, let me pick it up.
You have those in your set already?
Yeah, I already have these.
Are the corners crushed on this?
Not really, actually.
That's good.
It's actually in really good condition. The corners are actually nice. I showed these on Friday, but I'll show them again. Blah blah blah. Batman, Shazam, Doctor Who. Woo, woo, woo. Absolute Power. I love this cover.
Hey, did you see the McFarlane SDCC 3-pack? They have
No,
Batman,
not yet.
Superman, and Wonder Woman in their black outfits.
Tana,
It's a gold label.
Detective,
Nice.
Gamara,
Nice.
the Patrick Bateman card, the Moon Knight, Zero, little Ultimates, Sexy Mary Jane, little pearl necklace going on.
Again, those are
Nice.
all the variants, right? All the variant issues.
These are from J. Scott Campbell web store.
Okay.
They were limited to 1,000.
And now they're more
Yeah.
money, dude. They're all shooting up.
And I picked up a signed version of this. I'm thinking about cracking it and resubmit it because they're doing signature verifications now.
Oh, you got that? Wow, 9.6.
Yep.
You think you can get it?
I have a 9.6 already,
You think you can get
but I
9.8?
want to crack it and press it and see what happens.
Get a 9.8? Get a 9.8, it'd be nice, right?
If I get a 9.8, oof.
Or if you get a 9.4.
If I get a 9.4, I'll just sell it. Go ahead, Joe. We'll let Dom have his show and tell.
All right. Let's see. I got
That's
some.
what they should do. You should always give free bags and boards whenever you purchase stuff.
Yes.
I got my Steve Mannion stuff that came in from Kickstarter from Asylum Press. So Fearless Dawn is a great series. Steve Mannion's a fantastic artist. I always buy his stuff whenever I can.
I like
Support artists. Support artists you like.
I can honestly say Joe supports all the artists he likes. That's about 99% of the artists that are out
Yeah.
there.
I think Joe buys more Kickstarters, supports more Kickstarters than anyone I know.
Hey, Joe, did you get the
I do.
Kickstarter? Star Wars?
No, I didn't. I normally go with artists for Kickstarters that I enjoy, like Carla Cohn. But Nakayama.
Ooh.
And I do like this Kim Jong-gi memorial
Kill. Nice.
cover for Liquid Kill. It was quite nice. Oh, and I did get the Penosian 125.
I always like that. I like that Batman. That's
Yeah, it's a good.
I like
It's a good city
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
It's nice. I don't buy too many ratios of that stuff, but unless it's Satanas. But I liked it, and it was Penosian, so I collect Penosian. So
All right. What's your show and tell?
Well, I
While
got a
you
couple
do
of
that?
things here. Actually, some toys. Chinese Cobra Commander.
oh, nice.
There's a Japanese version too, but gotta go with Cobra. Cobra. You know. You got so this is the variant from the His Tank Cobra Commander. You know. Got that. Also, got
The only thing that HasLab does well, G.I. Joe.
I know, yeah, exactly. So I've been going through some stuff. I forgot I had this. So this is the Last Stand Boba Fett when he fought Cad Bane and Book of Boba Fett. Hot toy. You know, have to open it. I put it in my collection. I forgot to. I haven't had a chance to. There's a lot of talk now. Jango Fett. You know, Jango Fett's been getting a lot of love. You know, new game. You got the old game coming back out again. They remastered it.
Is that going to make you get a new PlayStation? play it?
Maybe. I was talking to my wife about it.
All right. Good for you.
Listen, I
Damn.
never completed that game. No, I don't want to be pops this time around, but I never completed that game. But there was an Easter egg that never happened in that original game. But now the Easter egg is going to be in the new game, and you can be Boba Fett. Once you complete the whole thing, you become Boba Fett. So,
Oh, really?
Chris is over here pushing PlayStations on people.
yeah, Boba
Of course
Fett
I am.
arena suit. I got two of these.
Nice.
I don't know why I got two, but anybody interested? I got it for $400.
Well, we're gonna do a GoFundMe to get everyone on the show a PS5.
Yes. And then,
Say no to the Devil PS5. We're
Boba Fett
good.
on the throne?
I waste enough of my time. I don't need to waste more of it playing video
So-
games.
I'm only missing one Boba Fett from Hot Toys, and big inside show. I definitely have to pick it up. I want to get a chance to find one. It's a little expensive, but it's the prototype. They have to make a new prototype. So yeah, I got some of these. I showed these before, but a Chinese bootleg Star Wars book.
Oh, nice. Looks like a little Tijuana
Nice.
bottle.
Yeah, actually, you know what's funny? So I have a few of these, and you can see these are so old that there's like cigarette burns on the side because
Is that Luke on the cover? Looks feminine enough.
yeah.
Ah.
But you know what's funny? So in this book, you have Darth Vader riding a Triceratops with his lightsaber, which
That's
this
awesome.
is my PlayStation Network name, Brooklyn Record. I've had this name for like a
Nice.
decade. So if you want to add me to PlayStation Network, add me. We can play together. We can stream together,
there you
and
go.
I'll challenge anyone in any fighting game they want to play. Let's go.
There you go. So I got the Spanish Star Wars issue number 1, UK Star Wars number 1, German Star Wars number 1,
Ooh.
Mexico Star Wars number 1. I have
Gesundheit.
Middle Eastern freaking Star Wars number 1. Yugoslavia bootleg number
I love
1.
the bootlegs. The bootlegs are the
Number
best.
2, the bootlegs, really good. I have the Whitman's Star Wars variant, the IDW mini book,
Ooh.
Grease number 1. Not Grease number 1 the movie, but
Oh,
the
this
Star
thing
Wars
Grease.
Grease version.
I was like, oh, let's watch Grease.
And the facsimile cover number 1. Of course, you got the Boba Fett, IDW Boba Fett, issue 42, which is actually the first appearance of Boba Fett. You open it up, different cover, but it's actually 43. This is the 43 cover, but it's actually 42 inside. And this is the Grease version.
That looks French. Yeah, when
You got one of these. UK, first Boba Fett cover. First appearance of Boba Fett. Predates issue 42 by a little bit less than a couple of weeks or about a month. Bootleg Chinese first in the Price Strikes Back. Boba Fett, first Boba Fett. Yugoslavian first Boba Fett bootleg. Spanish first Boba Fett.
El Boba
And
Fett.
last but not least, the Mexicano first Boba Fett. Well, basically all the covers, they're different books, but cover.
El Fett de Boba.
That is my shit.
Ooh. I think we maybe should start the show, actually.
That's right.
Oh, we're doing a show? Yeah.
I think so. I thought we were just hanging out.
Yeah, right. Kind of what it felt like. Nice intro. 20 minutes.
20 minutes intro. That's what we do here. I blame Dom.
Blame me, I don't care. I'll take the blame.
No, it's all good. It's less time in hour and 35 minutes. I'm gonna be watching freaking some House of the Dragon. So
House of D.
In the next hour and a half, I have to do the dark side.
I know. Don't worry, you'll be done before then.
Yeah. I want to have like a.
All right, what were you talking about? We're going to talk about some Acolyte, some Hot D, and some of the boys to start off the show. I'm loving all 3 series. The boys, I didn't think they could shock me anymore after last season, but they have. They really have.
I'm not a big fan. I don't like the route that they've decided to take this season. It's just a little too on the nose.
Huh.
It is what it is.
And House of D is just like, it's writing at its best. The visuals are great. And all I have to say is, Rhaenyra, we love you.
Yeah, I mean, out of these 3 shows, I would have to say that House of Dragons is
The best.
yeah, it's the one that I'm enjoying the most. I'm okay with the boys. I know the shock value doesn't bother me at all. I just like when they purposely try to get overtly political. I mean, I know it's always been political in a way, but they always kind of kept it.
Haven't the comics always
To a
been
certain
in your face political?
But the way the show is in your face political now is beyond where it kind of was before. And I was like, it's just unnecessary. It's like it was better. It was better when it was more of a corporate thing.
Can I ask a quick question? So the House of Dragons, right?
Yes.
Is that rejuvenating people to go back to watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Season 1 is why I binge watched Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It got me into Westeros so much that I found a bunch of YouTube channels that did lore videos. So I kind of spoiled myself a little bit on House of Dragon, but honestly, knowing what's going to happen doesn't really ruin it for me.
You like
in
my
this
wife.
show.
My wife likes to watch the spoilers, and that makes her watch the show. Like if she sees something, she wants to watch it, even though she's spoiled she got spoiled on the stuff. I can't do that. That bothers the shit out of me with a show. I want to be surprised. I want to be like, oh shit. I want to have that like feeling, but some people do like to watch it, and that gives them some like the.
I don't necessarily like all of it. Like, if we're talking Star Wars, do not spoil me. It ruins the show. Okay. With that's something that's based on pre-established books. Like, actually has, those are based off the George R.R. Martin books. So it's like, I've never had the time to read those. So that information's been out there for a really long time. It's kind of like right now, my joy of the Acolyte. I've been re-listening to the Darth Plagueis audiobook over and over and over again for some reason. I don't know why. It's hard to explain.
No, listen, I understand. Look, I understand. I'm telling you, I actually watched the last episode a second time. I'm telling you, people keep talking about how bad it's not. The writing is not bad. I'm telling you, it's really important to listen to the words and listen to what they're saying.
Yes.
That really makes a difference. And after this episode, it's you sit there like, holy shit. You think you know where it's going, but I got a feeling it's going to go someplace opposite. And yes, it'll probably be controversial to the fandom out there that are bitching.
Sure.
But I'm telling you, this is outside Andor. This is the most well-written show that's out there. And and people complained about the first couple episodes of Andor. Oh, it's boring. No, but once you watched it, you're like, holy shit! The intrigue, the espionage, same thing with this. People think they know what's going on, and every time an episode happens, something else. So, like, wait a minute, I thought it was going this way, and we're gonna find out this week with the freaking flashback episode on the Maze side of the story. Well, Soul.
Did you see? I posted in the Star Wars chat.
Yes.
The names of the episodes.
Names of the episode, and it's 43 minutes long.
43 minutes each.
I'm happy about that, but
wow.
yeah, so you have to cut out 43 minutes.
You got to cut out about 8 minutes of that for credits.
8 minutes.
Yeah, 8 minutes of that's credits.
Yeah,
so you're talking about 35 minutes. So you're getting something about 5 more minutes longer.
That's the problem I have with the show. Why? The budget. All right, Disney makes a shitload of money. Why can't they make these shows an hour? Give us an hour or 50 minutes because in a way, because the run times are so short, it takes away from, like, when you're looking at something and it does seem a little rushed.
I don't think it feels necessarily rushed. I just think you build up dramatic tension and then you're left on a hook until next week. Whereas you could have built up the dramatic tension and continued it within. And I would have rather just had 4 episodes that were an hour each.
Look, I'm going to tell you this. I really happy that, I'm happy that I definitely stayed and watched The Acolyte. In the beginning, I was against it. I was like, this
you were going to watch it all anyway, Don.
I wasn't.
You weren't going to walk away.
I was going to watch it. I was just going to wait till
You're not hate watching it. That's what we should say.
I'm happy I watched it because they're taking such a different approach on things.
Ooh.
New characters, different stuff. And, and I know that a lot of people, a lot of people are definitely upset with some of the directions, some of the choices they did. But you know what? You have to add story to the substance that's already there. We know what was there before. We don't know what came before it to make it get to that point. Hey, people are bitching. Oh, the witches are the reason why Anakin turned away. No, watch the story first. You don't know how the whole May and Ocean stuff turned out. Give it to the end. I don't even think they're gonna give it. They're gonna give us a fin ending, but I still think there's gonna be a door opened for something if there is a season 2. I don't know if the season 2 will definitely come right away. Which sucks.
I don't think we need a season 2 of this. I think we need more Star Wars set in the High Republic before this time. This way you have about centuries to play with. You can play with the golden age of the Jedi, and you can even go back further with the Great War or whatever.
Look, if they're gonna do the beginning of the Jedi, the movie, freaking James Magnaphone is gonna do the first
if they ever
Jedi.
get that done. Those one-offs always get built up and then shelved.
There's so much story. Look, you can make a story. Look, if you go back, say, 1,500 years, 2,000 years, and make a story of something going on, it doesn't tie into the Skywalkers, it doesn't tie into certain things. It just ties into that time period where the Force. Look, you got to think about it. Think about this. People complain, oh, wait a minute. Oh, the Force, everybody's Force sensitive, everybody's doing this. Dude, you got to understand that the Force was very strong thousands and thousands of years before the Skywalker saga. Like prehistoric animals. Animals were fucking as huge as freaking goddamn buildings and stuff like that because the oxygen and the trees were so abundant back in the day. Now everything is too short.
Down the paleontologist.
Yeah. It's true. But like I'm very happy that they're taking chances for some stuff. And yeah, the heat is very it's real. The hate is real, definitely real, but come on, man. You complain that the shows are too kiddie, that the child, it should be a lot more action. Then they show a show that has a lot of violence and is much more adult themed. Oh, this is too adult for kids. So what do you want? You want
to complain. That's what they want to do.
I want to not see that fucking hamster dance around and try to do kung fu.
No, don't worry, man.
You have to have a.
That was hilarious.
Man.
That was hilarious.
No, come on. It's like with everything. Look,
I mean, that was my Jar Jar stepping in poop. Okay,
exactly. Come on. Look, I still laugh at the scene when friggin' Pip threw the friggin' goddamn oil in her face and she did that scream. Like that was.
I think Degrassi might be right when he said the episode's length is because they're made for eventual commercial television broadcast.
Yeah, because didn't they put Ahsoka on ABC?
Yes, and they put on
or at least a few episodes.
The Mandalorian, a few episodes.
Yeah.
So if they drop this one on ABC, you gain a whole bunch of new fans that don't have.
Yes, all those young kids watching cable TV.
Yeah, the ones that live with their mothers. They're being forced to watch.
Look, you know what? And look,
Dude,
I don't have a
Cal,
problem with Twilight. With the Twilight.
Cal, I've been to Bristol.
That's the track I've always wanted to go to.
Bristol
I live close to California, so the only one I've been to is the one in Sonoma. I did it 3 years in a row, and it sucked.
Bristol was the most fun I've ever had at a NASCAR race.
Yeah, you see about a third of the racetrack in front of you, and then they're gone, and then they come back like a minute later. No, okay, woo. No.
I got to see Ward Burton throw his helmet at Junior. It was,
hell yeah!
Hey, you see that new movie with Brad Pitt coming out? The Formula One movie.
Oh yeah, it's like a $300 million budget or something.
Yeah,
that's insane.
But
has anyone been watching the new Orphan Black series?
No.
22 Caterpillar Dodge.
It's interesting.
So Jedi Prime is going to be for Jedi Prime is just the name, the so-called name of the other movie. It's not called Jedi Prime. People were bitching about that too. Oh, Jedi Prime. Didn't anybody see Blue Harvest? It was the name of Star New Hope before it came out. So all these names are just placer names until the movie actually gets the name. I don't like people bitch and complain. You know, it's just so stupid. But
You know, I will say this. I will say that this series has really shown people that like what they're doing with Star Wars and how they direction they're taking Star Wars is that they're not letting outside influences influence them anymore. If they're enjoying it and they're not going to they're not going to listen to people saying that you shouldn't like it because of this, you shouldn't like it because of this. You know, it's the worst thing ever made.
well,
You know,
tell
that's
you
not
what.
happening with this.
Because they've said the same thing for the last what? How long has it been since the last Jedi's been out? And I'm just
2017.
being fair. Okay, so it's been like that since 2017. People have made careers based on trashing on Disney Star Wars. So it's
And
like,
what are they going to do? They spent $180 million making the thing. They started to release it. They're going to release it all, regardless of what people say, whether they hate it, don't love it, whatever. They're going to play the 8 episodes. They're not going to be like, oh, sorry, people don't like it, and stop. So, I mean, it is what it is. I've been very kind of mid on the series. I've enjoyed it. I'm not judging the story until the whole story arc is done. I've had some problems with some of the dialogue because it's been stupid. But overall, I'm happy they took a chance and were like, hey, let's do a time period that hasn't been done with people that you're not really familiar with in any way. I appreciate that. That's what I wanted. I wanted them to take that chance. I'd rather see them take a chance and fail. And I don't think this is failing, but I'd rather see them take a chance and fail on something like that than keep trying to rehash
keep
Skywalker
cranking out the
shit.
good old days. Yeah.
Look at Degrassi. He says Echo Base Network says it's Satanism has betrayed the Acolyte.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Oh, wait, you know what's funny? How about this? There was somebody that put out saying that Disney's paying the Chinese to ruin American culture. Come on, man. I'm like, are you?
I mean, Disney's not doing that. China's just doing that on their own. But that's neither here nor there.
No one is really American culture. You know, America. Listen, culture itself is changing. There's a lot of the landscape of culture is changing. There is, but the fact is that American culture is not being all destroyed by the Chinese or by whoever they think Satanism or. Listen, is there some things that are going on? Of course there is. You know, I wouldn't be surprised there is some freaking goddamn some Illuminati shit going on with somebody in Disney. Who cares, man? I don't give a shit, man. You know, that's on them. But at the end of the day, you got to take chances with shows.
Yep.
You know, look. Yes, Degrassi Blue Harvest. I know was the fake name for A New Hope was for Star Wars, the original one. But Jedi Prime, I don't know if Jedi Prime is the name of the actual. I doubt it is. See, you know, China. I don't care. Nothing's happening with that.
Wait,
You know,
what's going on with China and Disney? What is this?
They were saying that somebody said that Disney was paying China
To do what?
China to ruin American culture.
Okay, but
What?
see, that's
I don't know if that
all
makes
right.
any sense, but-
Do you want a quick, painless explanation? Okay.
Sure, do that while I run to the.
Okay. Well, it's good old fashioned subversion. Same thing. I mean, they're not. China's not paying anybody to do it. This is like well known that like the Soviet Union used to dump, you know, billions of dollars into the film industry.
Yeah.
You know, it's no big surprise. Okay. You know, of certain leanings of Hollywood, and it's not a mystery. And okay, but what I'm saying is the fact that they'd have to pay China, that's ludicrous because China does that shit for free.
I know. I know.
That's why I'm like, okay.
But you know what? Look, there is a culture war. I can tell you that there is a culture war going on. You know, there's no denying that there is something going on. And at the end of the day, man, come on. You know, why can't we just enjoy something? You know, and stop with all the hate and all the.
Because you're fed an algorithm that's meant to make you angry.
Yeah.
It's going to feed you. Trust me, if you go on Instagram and all you look up is, you know, somebody making clay pots, That's all you ever look up. That's what you're going to see. But that's
let me
not
ask you-
what you look up, and that's not what you're fed. And those algorithms
So
will
that's
either
why I keep getting
feed
fed models.
into your they'll feed into your little echo chamber of whatever, and then it leans into it. That's what gets the clicks.
That actually explains quite a bit.
You know,
you're
Dom,
right.
when it shows stuff every week after this show, don't you go and look and see what the haters are saying, what they dislike about the episode?
Well, you know,
No, he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to look for it because the algorithm feeds it to
because
him.
it comes up.
Well,
And you-
because
and I sit
Because
there.
he's looked it up before.
Look, I sit there and I'll watch it, and I'm like, what are they talking about now? Like they talked about the fact that OSHA cut her hair. I mean, May cut her hair with the lightsaber. Oh, lightsaber cut hair now. Then you go back.
It's
there's
true.
things with cutting hair.
Like it couldn't though. What the hell? God
That's what I'm
damn.
happy most days.
Little things like that. Little things that make people
Just
mad.
see my
I don't
algorithm.
know why.
Ooh.
And I laugh about that because I'm like, are these guys for real? But the fact is,
I
that
don't
you
even
understand,
laugh
they want their
about it.
clicks.
It's like
They want their clicks. They get money off these things, and they bullshit. Hey, look, Star Wars Theory just did a video. He was in a comic show. He bought the first appearance of Punisher and gave it to somebody. Meanwhile, he has no idea what. All of a sudden now he's going to the comic books, Marvel books, and all these things. And he was in Times Square. He was my neck of the woods with his lightsaber walking in the street.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
For somebody that hates the product that they're putting out, he should.
No,
He
but
sure does chill for it a lot.
Holy crap!
Anymore when I find myself doom scrolling on IG or X or any of those services for more than like 10 minutes, I catch myself, I stop, and I just go watch a classic movie.
What did I say at the beginning of the
I
stream?
slow things down.
No, I removed X from my phone. It's not there anymore. I'm done.
Good for you.
Okay. Between people's half-baked ideas and ill-informed opinions, I am good. I don't know if I'll ever put it back on there. You have fun, guys.
I will never. I don't like to install things if I don't have to. I'd rather just go to the website and log in. If I want to go in, I won't download an app. I'll have to take a physical action to go do something to do it.
I was in a group chat on Instagram, and this guy never talks. We've had hundreds of conversations in this group chat, and me and Josh started talking about the Acolyte. And out of nowhere, he's just like, "Oh, it's the worst show ever. They ruined Anakin, blah 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 blah." And we're like, "Now you speak up." And they're like, "Did you read the High Republic books? No. Have you read Legends? No. Then why do you think it sucks? The writing is bad." So then he starts repeating word for word points from certain YouTubers that he watches, that we all know he watches, and he couldn't explain. Like, he didn't even know that Yoda said, read the prophecy wrong, maybe, or whatever he says. He didn't even know. He was like, "Where's that from? I don't remember that." I'm like, "It's from." I played a clip for him. He's like, "Oh, I see." Then he got quiet after people.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
Look, at the end of the day, Star Wars, they like you have people taking chances doing new things with Star Wars, and then you have Dave Filoni who loves Star Wars, and when you're a huge fan of Star Wars, you actually kind of mess up your own thing because you want to have all these references and Easter eggs and all these cameos.
His own parts a little too often.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong.
Look,
Dave Filoni, of all his flaws, I'm happy that he's bringing all these things to bring them to life, and all the shows that are coming out and the characters. But
there's one thing Dave Filoni likes. It's Dave Filoni.
Exactly. So you have one.
And the only thing he likes more than Dave Filoni is more Dave Filoni.
Yeah, and you know what? And like I said, if you can't let other people play in the playground with your toys, then it's one-sided. It's not fair. Like the comic books, right? To be honest, with the comics, they could not have Fennec Shand in the comics because Disney said they have plans for her. What plans do they have for her? What, we seen one appearance in the Bad Batch? That was it. Where the hell is freaking Fennec Shand? So that's why Disney freaking puts their own foot in their mouth. Lucasfilm, let everybody play with the characters, build new stories with these characters, and put him into things like you're holding Timothy Thrawn to make a new book because you want to have Thrawn a certain way, so you're waiting for him to come out another book. Come on, just put this shit out. Stop holding things.
You have 1,000+ years in a whole universe.
Well,
you can do it. You can do stuff
not
without
only
stepping
that,
on toes.
but Timothy Zahn has written like 9 books for the new Star Wars. He's written 3 separate trilogies for Thrawn, so they are putting the characters in here. Okay, yes, and like, dude, no, everybody just needs to chill. Stop. Stop trying to sound smart about Star Wars. Like, not you guys, but I'm just saying, like, these people need to stop trying to sound smart about Star Wars.
I am a bona fide casual Star Wars watcher, and I'm very proud of that.
The Timothy Zahn. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. There was a story in Legends. Now it's Legends because they took it away. Shadows of the Empire.
They didn't take it away. You go buy it.
You can buy it, but I'm just saying, but it's not part of canon. They should make it part of canon. Freaking Shadows of the Empire introduced friggin' Prince Sizor, friggin' Dash Rendar, introduced a whole bunch of new scum and villainy that's out there that tried to put a hit on Luke. I thought that story was great. You could still fit that in canon if you take it and you put it a certain way. It could actually still fit where War of the Bounty Hunters is, but I don't know why they don't do that. Prince Sizor, yes, he's canon. How come you're not using him? Where is he? You gotta just don't understand it. Sometimes they're their own worst enemy. And I know you have to wait and be patient, but sometimes the patient, exactly. Shadows of the Empire was fantastic. The audio book, the CD, the music, the novels, the comics. I had it all. The toys, I had everything. So,
yep. So,
but
right.
back to the Acolyte really quick. I think it's one of the best pieces that they're writing. You know, if you don't listen to the dialogue, you're gonna say, "Oh, it's all wonky. It's all over the place." It's not all over the place. It's on key. Each character that they're showing is saying important things, and you have to listen. Vanessa Rowe said something very important that makes her very suspicious on what's going on now with the whole Quaimir thing. And Quaimir bringing up the fact that he's over 100 years old, that he's old, very old, brings the point. Did he find how to stay young from the dark side of the Force that people have been trying to find? Who knows? Like I said, some people are saying this might be Plagueis. I don't know. If they go that route, fine, man. Plagueis doesn't have to be what he looked like in the novel because the novel's legend. There is no. The only canon that they have is that one picture they had. They showed him with the hood, with the eyes, and that's it. So it could be anybody under that hood. So just be prepared when it's the witch. What's the name? The Zebrak witch. Just be prepared.
You so want to master above this one.
I watched this episode probably like 3 or 4 times this week, and I watched it the last time, and I'm like, oh, they really are showing a parallel how Quorum is talking to Osha and how Soul is treating May. He has May strapped to a table to talk to her, and here's Quorum just seducing her with words and just getting in her head.
Yep.
So it goes to I want to be a Sith. I really do.
So I love the Sith.
I don't want to be a Jedi. Screw the Jedi. The Jedi are boring.
It's not
they don't have true power.
They try to portray the Jedi being bad. The fact is that the Jedi are very vulnerable, knowing that they with all the peace that they had for the 100 years that they had, which I still say the fact is they had to fight with the freaking goddamn with the Marshawn Rowe and those guys and the pirates
and Nameless and all that other stuff.
And all that stuff. They don't talk about that, but all that peace against Sith or something like that, they were unprepared. And
I don't think they're showing the Jedi to be bad. I think they're showing the Jedi are flawed and arrogant and full of themselves, that they cannot be stopped. They know everything. So I don't think they're showing them being bad. They're just showing them that they can be flawed.
Let me ask you a question really quick. All right, when Vanessa Rowe went back to the planet and found all the dead bodies, and Mog is like, what happened? He goes, you tell me what happened. you think she's playing, knowing that he is kind of like a Padawan or a secretary type of a thing, that he's not as strong, that she's manipulating, putting words in his head, saying that, because when he goes, it's a lightsaber, a powerful Jedi. You believe Master Soul did this? She goes, that those words that you said, or something other thing like,
Yeah.
you know.
I didn't take it that way. I just
She
took
goes,
it
well,
as
something
a teaching moment.
He goes, tip the balance. She said under her breath something to even.
Well, regardless, he's the
Something
newest
to
red
tip the
shirt.
scales, which again didn't make any sense because apparently
he's
there's
dead.
no dark side users. So
Yeah, listen,
the scales are already tipped.
I say it right now.
Yes.
I'm going to change my theory. That guy Mog is a friggin' troll. He's actually one of the implanted friggin' people in there infiltrating the.
I said that. I said the Wookiee did it. I still think. What's his name?
Kanaka.
Kawaki.
Kanaka.
I still think he's the one that killed the witches. I think she wanted to get rid of the other witches.
I think the Force killed the witches. I think they used something in the Force to friggin' suffocate the witches. But where is the other witch that wasn't there? Did she die a brutal death, or she go and she escaped and become part of the dark side, and she's the one that created? I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
There's so many open questions. There's so many possibilities, and
you'll get your answers in the next episode of the flashback, because the next episode.
Well, flashback and real life action, like real. It's going to be a flashback and so it's going to have both things going on at the same time.
And this show has done one thing that they wanted it to do: have people talking about it, theorizing, and predicting what's going to happen. It's keeping people engaged, and that's what any show wants, to keep people engaged. And and if this gets a second season, so be it. If not, it was a great ride while it lasted.
I guess my only question is, whose perspective does the flashback come from?
I'm thinking it's going to be Soul's or May's.
Well, Soul's going to talk about it, and because May is going to listen, so he's probably going to talk about.
But May doesn't know what happened. There's no reason for her to have a. She wants to know exactly what happened from Saul. She wants Saul to tell her exactly what happened.
Well,
she has gaps. Yeah. So it has to be from somebody who knows and was there.
Ooh, was she a Jedi before she was a witch?
I don't know. Well, Quamir, Quamir, I think, is also, he was a Jedi. They got tossed out by the Jedi, and also he got tossed out by the. I guess the Sith too. He just called a Sith the dark side. I guess he's doing his own thing. So that's why the whole Knights of Ren thing comes into play too as well too. Who knows? We'll see. We have all these theories. It's going to turn out to something totally different, and we're going to be sitting there going, "Oh shit, we should have thought of that." All right.
Until Tuesday, we got House of Dragon tonight. Yep. It should be a bloody episode. Let's go. Next up, can somebody tell me what the hell this is? M. Night Shyamalan said inspiration for Trap, his next movie, was Silence of the Lamb meets Taylor Swift concert. What the hell does this even mean?
Did you see the trailer? Did you see the trailer?
No, I haven't watched the trailer yet.
Well, then you would know. No. Basically, Josh Hartnett is a serial killer who takes his daughter to this big Taylor Swift-esque type pop star concert. And all these police start to surround the amphitheater, and the whole thing is a trap because they know the quote serial killer is in the building. So you basically have a serial killer trapped in this building trying to escape a large concert.
Hasn't this been done, but with monsters?
No, I mean
sacrificing.
I'm not a huge fan of M. Night. You know, I like The Sixth Sense and all. I loved Unbroken, or Unbreakable, but you know, I felt the quality of things kind of trailed off. But this looked okay. I'm excited. It's like Durasi. I'm excited for Cuckoo and Longlegs. The stuff that's coming out of Neon is the stuff that I want to see. I don't care.
Is there a trailer for Longlegs yet? Or
there's a trailer for Longlegs and there's a trailer for Cuckoo.
I'm way behind on my trailers.
Trap looked decent. I mean, it didn't feel like the typical M. Night Shyamalan movie, and I was okay with that. And I liked the premise that they set up in the trailer.
So
Yeah, he came to my hotel one year when they was promoting, I think, the movie. What was the movie? The Happening.
Oh, yeah.
I guess when that was happening.
I don't know. He got some freaking movies.
The pre-screening for Long Legs, they seem to have some pretty good audience reaction from Long Legs.
So, all right,
Yeah,
moving on from this.
Watch the trailer. It looks interesting enough.
Arkham series is no longer moving forward. At Max, I think we talked about this a little bit. It's possible a new series set in Asylum may develop in the future.
I actually wish this would have happened. I like always seeing the point of view for the villains and for the other characters besides Batman. You know,
You're not wrong, Degrassi. You're not wrong.
It's just Batman. Look, I like Batman, but have something that's totally away from Batman. But then again, then people complain, "Oh, there's no Batman. How can you do that?" It's like what Sony does with Venom. There's no Spider-Man. It's hard.
Yeah,
to do
the
a
thing
story.
about with the thing with Batman Rogue Gallery is they can stand on their own. A lot of them, if they're done right.
You have solid A-level villains, and even B-level villains are solid enough to stand on their own in Batman, whereas you don't
We're
have
getting
that
the
for a lot
Penguin.
of other series.
We're getting the Penguin on HBO Max. You know, the
I was gonna say I still don't understand because I've seen conflicting things. I saw people initially saying this was supposed to be in Reeves' universe, and then I saw something that Gunn said no, it was supposed to take place in his universe, the Arkham piece. So I don't even know what universe it was supposed to take place in. But Penguin takes place in Reeves' universe.
That could have been it. That Reeves didn't want to have his project in the Gunn universe, but it's still being shopped. I think it's going to be shopped around to another network.
That sounds really stupid.
Hey, listen, you know what I'm looking forward to? The Batman cartoon on Prime.
Crusader.
Cartoon.
You don't care that it's 2 weeks after he put on the cow?
No.
It
I
looks
kind of
good.
like. I kind of like.
I like
it.
Bruce Timm is doing the art, so
I like the old 1940s type of look. You know, the old feel. I like that. You know, look, Batman the animated series was revolutionary. You know, watching that, it had the old feel with up to date. This looks more old feel. You know, the surroundings and the way the characters are, and I kind of like it. You know, it's kind of a different twist on Batman. I like this Arkham Asylum. Batman has a huge rogue gallery, so you could take obscure characters like was it Clockman or Calendar Man? What the hell the guy?
Calendar Man.
Calendar Man. And
you could do Firefly. You could do Pac-Man. You could do a million freaking characters.
Exactly, and you could do it through the eyes of Hush. You know, of freaking make it because Tim and Drake. You know, have the stories don't have to be in continuity. This is the one good thing about DC. You got all these stories like Marvel, all these stories. It's not like a freaking Star Wars where everything has to be lined up and no, you can't do it this way. You could actually do stories outside because of Elseworlds, what ifs. So that's the good thing about it.
And bite your tongue. Joker 3? No.
When is Joker coming out?
The end of the year. October, maybe? No.
Got a lot of movies coming out at the end of the year.
I forgot when it was supposed to come out. I forgot that it existed for a while.
Yeah. I actually what Calendar Man. Is it Calendar Man a serial killer?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, but Calendar Man, they wasn't the longest Halloween incorporated into the Batman?
I think they did. But that was a good story.
So Riddler was a combination of Riddler and Calendar Man.
Yeah. They kind of meshed the two things. But the cartoon, they had the two. It was like 2 parts, right? The animated.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I like about Batman. Batman gets a lot of love with cartoons and movies and friggin' books. That's why him and Spider-Man are the 2 icons of their universes.
You can shit anything on screen that's Batman or Spider-Man and it'll make
money. Yep, and it'll sell.
Just waiting for that Batman Spider-Man crossover.
I'm just waiting for the Batman. I'm just waiting for Spider-Man 97 to come out, like the X-Men. I'm waiting for that series to come out. I want that. So
next up. Chaz Helinski's Highlander reboot starring Henry Cavill begins filming in January in Scotland.
Yeah,
Yay!
I'm happy for
Do
some
you
Highlander.
think? Do you think that this dude gets a part in the movie? What's his name? Who? Lambert.
Do we need him?
Like
Yes.
just a cameo, like a cameo, just as like a callback.
I know.
I'd rather see Adrian Paul get a cameo, but that's just me.
I like Adrian Paul. Yeah.
I have
Both
to
of
get-
them need a cameo, please and thank you.
That'd be nice.
Maybe Clancy will get a cameo.
Yes.
Maybe we'll get another Highlander series. Ooh,
yeah.
that'll work for me. Another Highlander series.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Yo,
Fuck if
Highlander
it's not the Raven.
Highlander got weird for me when I was watching. I enjoyed the show when he killed the Highlander that was possessed, and he wound up getting the possessed as well too, and all that crazy shit. It was really funny, man. It went like another direction, which was actually really cool. And then when he killed everybody, when his girl died and he killed this dude, that's when things really got crazy.
But I'm looking forward to Highlander. Can't wait. Hopefully it's done well. So next up, look at the Joker and Harley on a T-shirt.
Is that a licensed T-shirt?
I believe it is.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
First-
I like
first
that.
look at
I
that.
don't see any small print there with copyright.
I know, right? There's no like the trademark.
Shh. Nobody's looking at that.
Hey, how come I did?
What dollar store was selling that?
Five Below?
I don't know. It was posted on X by a scooper.
Actually, you know what? It looks pretty cool.
The Jerker and Harley Twin.
I actually, no, I think it's cool. I like it.
I would wear
You know,
that.
let the merch begin. The original Joker didn't have that much merch. You know, I'm surprised. Like they wanted to make Funko Pops out of the Joker. They wanted to do
It's
some
not merch.
hot toys, but they
It's not a merch style movie.
No,
couldn't.
but Lady Gaga is a merch artist.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
I'm talking about the first one. Wasn't
No,
a
first
merch
one, no.
style movie.
We
There
might.
was no need for merch for that movie.
We'll get some shirts. And maybe they might do some toys. I know some like some Funko Pops, maybe with this one. So
What the hell are you talking about? He's an alien refugee on Earth who fights his fellow alien refugees throughout time to win the prize. Whoa, Highlander! Ooh, how's this gonna go over with the fans?
not done.
Yeah, most of us are dead that were Highlander fans.
Did
so
you
it's
ever
not
watch
just
the
fine.
second movie?
It's just fine.
Yeah.
No.
God damn it. Okay, then.
Were they aliens?
Yes. God.
That makes sense. This is why we keep Brian around.
Okay,
for
why do you
references
get
like this.
indignant when you don't know what you're talking about?
Because it's me, and that's what I do, and that's how I make my career.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that enough said.
Fine too. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
from the
There is
Batman.
a lot.
Yeah. It's Gaga, leave Gaga nose alone. There will be Joker 2 toys. Ooh.
Okay.
Brian gets it.
I'm
God
telling
damn
you,
you,
watch the
Degrassi.
second.
Don't agree with him.
Has anybody seen the second Highlander?
Yeah, when they brought back Sean Connery.
Yeah,
Okay,
but when
when
it
it
starts
came out.
off, when it starts off, they're from a planet called Zine, and it needs. I don't fucking remember what the name of the planet is, but they come from a planet, and like that's what they get in trouble on the planet, and they get sent to Earth to play the game. It's weird. A lot of people don't recognize it, but Highlander, the source, the planet Zeist. Okay, but no, dude, Highlander, the source, the weirdest goddamn Highlander movie I've ever freaking seen. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Like Highlander's a weird product. Okay, like Dom was saying, like
I'm
the
gonna have
TV
to
show
go back and watch.
had
all
some
that.
weird ass episodes, dude.
I think people are just gonna be happy to get Highlander back in a higher budget form.
Ooh,
Yeah, it
higher
was
budget.
really bad.
Higher budget works for me.
Well, it doesn't take much to be higher budget than the last bunch of Highlander stuff that we've got.
No.
years
I mean,
past.
Highlander Endgame is an amazing movie. I absolutely love Highlander Endgame.
You know, I'm sure my good buddy Vince, that's watching right now, has all the Highlander movies, so we can watch them together.
What was the Highlander movie with Edge? That was when Edge was in it.
Endgame?
Well,
Endgame.
I thought it was an Endgame.
Okay.
And he goes, "What have you lost your edge?"
Well, the show was great. The show was fun.
I like
the show was fun.
Which shows you could do a lot with very little. And
Well,
still
Adrian
put it
Paul,
together.
who played in the Highlander TV show, you know, he had a cameo appearance. Actually, he was actually a star. Remember the War of Worlds TV show?
Oh.
They had a War
Hey,
of Worlds
Vince,
TV show.
remember it didn't work that time I tried? But we should, I should watch the Highlander movies. I haven't watched, well, the first one I watched, Endgame I watched. I don't remember watching
The first one has the Fabulous Freebirds versus the Wild Samoans at Madison Square Garden. So that's awesome. You get to see Michael P.S. Hayes.
Good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Doing his thing. The second one, like I said, kind of weird, takes place in the future. Virginia Madsen. Top shelf. Okay. Anyways, that one, it had Michael Ironside in it though. He was the bad guy. Anything with Michael Ironside,
love Michael
the bad
Ironside.
guy gets
He's good.
a pass. Gets a pass in my book. Highlander 3 with Mario Van Peebles. The final
And Mario
dimension.
The Quickening?
No, that's the final dimension. That's the one that introduces like that weird Enya song, which I kind of enjoy. And that's the last one with Christopher Lambert as the principal. Highlander Endgame is the next one. That one was that's probably one of my favorite ones. Just overall, I really like that movie a lot. Should have been the logical ending. Isn't there another one? The Source.
People's peaked at Heartbreak Ridge.
No, there was another. Yeah, right. There was another Highlander movie, wasn't there, with Adrian Paul?
Josh. Oh, Josh, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
How was your date?
I didn't go on one today. That was yesterday. It was good though.
Nice. And next up, DC unveils Absolute Batman at San Diego Comic-Con with an exclusive ashcan cover. Absolute Batman is part of DC All-In Refresh, a modern take on classic characters. Scott Snyder spearheads the line with Nick Dragotta rumored to join the artist roster. Absolute Universe to share a multiverse with standard DC continuity. Creators have free reign.
So it's like the
Free reign over these
ultimate,
characters.
the Ultimate Universe.
I don't understand the need. I am happy because I like Scott Snyder, and I'm sure it'll be decent. But DC has done so well with Elseworlds. They do Elseworld stuff, and it's these nice little self-contained Elseworlds things, and it's like, oh, that was fun.
This is like the
Oh,
Ultimate
that was
Universe
fun.
with the Marvel comics, right? It's going to be like that.
Yeah.
It's their,
Well, hopefully they do a little better than Marvel's last attempt at Ultimate Universe. But it's Batman. It'll sell.
another
Yeah,
Batman
give it a
title.
trial.
Jesus Christ. You know, how many Batman titles DC
Hey,
has?
Louis.
It's a cool cover.
Yeah. They got what? Batman, Detective, Batman and Robin.
Are we including are we including Bat Family books as well?
Oh yeah.
You got Boy Wonder.
Boy Wonder, Black Label. They got the Batman Gaslight.
Yeah.
Or
Isn't
the
it the
Dark.
Batman and Robin? There's Batman and Robin. What's the one with all
like
the
five-
Simone DeMeo? What's the one with all the Simone DeMeo covers?
Batman and Robin. So there's like 6 titles going right now. A Batman or well,
If not more.
Birds of-
If not more. Why we
if
throw
you
did
include
you say
Birds
the
of
Outsiders
Prey,
as well?
Nightwing,
Throw the Outsiders in there.
Outsiders, probably like 8 or 9, maybe 10 Batman titles going now.
And then you get Batman showing up in the continuity of all the other books as well for Absolute Power. So
It's absolute
What about
line
me?
where what do you mean Mark Miller's new Superman. Oh yeah, I thought he was banned from like mainstream DC and Marvel. They cut a deal with Dark Horse, didn't he? Mark Miller?
He cut a deal with Netflix, I know, to dump all his stuff there.
No, I
But,
think didn't he move his catalog from Image to like Dark Horse or something?
yeah, but that's his own IP stuff.
Oh, okay. Batman and Robin. Oh yeah, there's a Batman and Robin book with some random kid. Forgot about that.
I mean, it would make sense if Mark Miller's stuff goes on there to this absolute line, because that way he could just do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah. I wonder how far they're gonna allow these writers to take absolute. Is it gonna be?
I mean, they can go anywhere they want with it. Who cares? It doesn't affect necessarily.
No, I'm saying, will it be adult as Black Label?
No,
or
because then
will
they
it
would
be
just make them Black
PG-13?
Label.
Mhm.
If they were as dark as Black Label, they would release them as Black Label books.
True. But SDCC should bring some really good exclusives this year. That's going to be worth crap in a year anyway.
A lot of ash. I imagine seeing a lot of ash cans.
But GI Joe, that
Yeah,
anything that's getting a
I like
one
ash
this year.
cans though. Ash cans are fun collectibles to me.
I
Ash
still
cans
never
and
feel
unique covers that aren't on repurposed books. That's all I ask.
I wanted to show this. Speaking of SDCC, we have some.
Oh, nice old Bruce.
Yes, Batman Beyond, Bruce. Gold
Those are
label
toys,
from
yeah.
McFarlane Toys.
I like
Direct.
that.
Yeah, this is really good.
I don't really buy any of these, but I would consider buying that one.
Then we have
that's superpowers.
this, the one Don was telling you about earlier.
Yeah. Convention exclusive.
Then we have what's his name? The Shield.
This is
Well,
Shit.
what's his name?
I forgot his name.
Liberty,
Agent
Captain
Liberty.
Agent Liberty.
Agent Liberty.
Agent.
Then we have this Golden Superman. I want this one. And that's it.
There's actually a couple other ones that dropped too.
Oh, they did. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can. See if I can see it.
Well, listen. If
Oh, here's some art, some covers. Here we go. Do you poo? Beneath the pool.
I don't understand
They
those
sell
books.
like
Man, they
crazy.
sell. It's nuts.
People love these pool covers.
I agree.
We got a Destro,
that's cool.
limit to 500.
It looks weird. The proportions
look a
look
little
weird.
Then we have Scarlet,
Durr.
500.
That seems to be the expression she's making there.
A nice another copy of another was a print of Beneath the Trees #1, limit to 500.
Yeah, I mean, has that book petered out yet, or is it still?
I have no idea.
Listen,
It was going strong for a while.
go back.
Yeah.
Go back to the
Oh.
2 books.
Come on, scroll down to the Frazetta.
You saw that, didn't you?
Oh, sorry.
5 limit to 500 Rosetta cover on Vampirella Dark Reflections #1. Then we have, here we go, Power Girl 11, a foil of Hello Lobos cover. Go
Who else
figure.
Who else worked on that? Because that's not just complete reused Frazetta work.
It says Dave Dorman.
Okay.
He did this one. He did Skull, and he did the Destro also.
Hey, the 2 books. Those books do sell.
Then we have another printing
come
of this
on.
cover.
Come
And
on,
foil.
man.
It includes a free
Stop.
sticker insert this time.
Stop this bullshit. Stop giving me a book that came out a goddamn over a year ago. What are you doing?
Didn't they
books
reprint
are
Wonder
never
Woman
voted value.
number 5 with
And they
this?
reprinted it again. Yes, it's stop.
They'll never stop it unless they stop buying it.
God, it's annoying.
God damn it. I already have 2 copies of this. And then we have Akarian Andrews, limited to 3,000. What's with these trading cards? Why are these comics coming with trading cards now? These exclusive.
Because they want to screw up your books. Well, they're in there.
And then we have, what's the difference?
What?
Oh, he has a beard.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a nice.
Ooh, but you got the little black kitty cat in
Yes.
the there you go, UPC box.
I'm gonna
That's
give you a
nice.
nice Winnie the Pooh
Oh,
joke.
yeah.
Who
I like
is
that.
Winnie the Pooh's grandmother?
Who's one of who?
Punani.
Oh. Who let him here?
I'm disturbed we have to wait an extra 5 seconds to hear that punchline.
Oh, God damn you, dog. And I think that's it so far. And the unofficial.
There's some other stuff that's dropping too. Other comics. You
What's
have
this?
apparently there's a Transformer, another Transformer cover that's dropping at San Diego Con.
Oh, these some prints.
Oh, the robots. I like that. Oh, the robots.
Holographic prints.
Droids.
Yeah, we saw that in the group chat.
Yeah, and Art Adams has those Chitara covers.
I do like that. That's a good cover.
Wasn't
the
that
same
already a
cover as
cover?
Number 4? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was the ratio on 4.
I
Unless
think
they're doing it as a foil.
I think the artist is actually going to his first time at San Diego Comic Con. That's all.
Oh, it's the artist.
Mm.
Is he
Yeah.
the same one that did this other hideous one that I have?
Mhm.
I think he might be. Oh no, this
Um,
is a Chew. I can't believe Chew did this, and I love Chew. God damn.
Wait, how much was that print? Where'd that print go? How much is the print? $70 for wait.
Yeah, that Star Wars one's $70.
That's not bad. I would buy that.
It looked nice in that video we saw.
I
Yeah.
hate getting prints anymore. If it's not like actual original, I got so many prints. I don't know what to do with them, where to put them, how to store them. They're all different sizes. It's
Yeah, I got a lot too. I can't.
There you go, Dom.
Pictures. What?
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Seven White the Seven Dwarfs? I want to see the porn version of that. I saw
Oh
that.
God, what is wrong with you? Who let him on?
It's okay to be curious.
I guess as we get closer, we'll see more exclusives.
Yeah. And listen, I actually like this month, man,
Tiger?
because a lot of things dropping, and the closer it gets to San Diego Comic Con, the more things drop. I'm happy.
Was that Little Monsters cover?
Yes, it's a deluxe edition by hardcover. I like Little Monsters.
That's a good series. I like Jeff Lemire though.
The Witchblade exclusive.
Was that Silvestri?
The foil, yes.
Dom in the top left corner there.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Ah,
Yeah. They knew how to draw
All
me,
right.
so that's great.
all right. Let's get moving to books we read this week. Start off with Gatchaman number one.
I made 2 out of 3 this week. Gotcha Man was not one of them.
I can't lie, I made 0 out of 3, so
That's fine.
Same
I'm
here.
just happy. This is the first time I read Gatchaman in comic. I have never read the.
But you're a very big fan of the series,
Yes,
the animated series. So
yes. I watched every original series. I've watched the OVAs. I watched the movies. I did not like the last series they did, was trash. But this
I used to watch this growing up.
This brought me back. It actually used the Japanese names, not the stupid American names. God damn it! You know, it brought me back to my childhood. This was a great first issue for me. The
I'm
art.
happy Mad Cave has the.
You know, not for
property.
anything. You know what's funny? That they have to dissect the shows for American audiences because of the violence, right? Meanwhile, we do movies
the original.
and we have to dissect movies for audiences overseas because certain things that we put in movies, they can't put. It's kind of a weird scenario. Weird.
By the way, this is from Mad Cave. It's written by Cullen Bunn and artist by Chris Batista.
And Colin Bunn's solid.
You know, this is a great first issue. It's just screamed anime.
They got
that's all I've ever wanted.
The interior art I'm very happy with.
Yes.
I like when they don't try to do something different, which is unnecessary for a property like this.
And they always have a fat dude. Like you have Pudge, you have this dude.
You need to have a fat dude.
It's always like a heavy set guy.
Fat dudes are funny and strong.
Yeah. Leave Rio alone.
Hey.
You know, you can't say it's woke because they put somebody heavy set in it. This is from 1978.
Let me ask you a question. How many covers are this book?
It's not
Five?
that many. There's only like 5 or so.
5 or
Mad
6?
Cave hasn't been like Dynamite. You know, it's done through Mad Cave, not Dynamite, so you're not going to get 40 different covers and
Is there
7
a foil?
variants of each cover.
Foil cover on this too?
No.
No, but the Sanford Green covers are connecting covers.
Yeah.
so
Sanford, it's the one on the left.
Oh, okay.
That with each issue is a connecting cover.
That reminds me. You know what that reminds me of? The what's the name of the cover? It reminds me of Princess with the space from Voltron. It reminds me of that cover.
June was out long before the princess.
I know. I'm just saying. But can that catch fire like the Voltron cover?
No,
It looks good.
it looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think these have been out there enough, and mostly all of them are open order covers. So
And then they came out with a companion Ken book, which is the Eagle. Ken Eagle.
yeah, there's a few companion books, a couple
that are
companion books
coming.
that they're putting out.
It was a one shot. It was good. So,
And just
the next book.
getting people familiar again with the characters.
Absolute Power #1. All of Amanda Waller's scheming for the last couple of years is finally coming to a head. Hopefully, after this, we will not see Amanda Waller for a long time.
Like I said, my biggest problem is I start these books and I really enjoy the first issue,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a good good read.
Good.
You know,
We got Mark Waid writing and Dan Moore on art.
And I'm normally not a huge Mark Waid fan, but they covered a lot of territory in not a lot of space and not a lot of dense
The artwork
text.
was good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Dan Moore. Dan Moore is a pro.
I like the artwork.
But they covered a lot. They laid out the whole foundation of everything that you needed in the first issue, which is nice. It's a problem I have with a lot of these first issues. It's like you're going on and on and on, or it's way dense, and at the end you're still like, what the fuck can I just read? They laid everything out just fine in this, and laid a nice foundation for what's to come. Whether they close the deal on that and make it an interesting story, we'll see. But it was a very good first issue.
I will say this. You're right. They gave you like everything you needed.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you didn't read the Batman Fell Safe storyline, if you didn't read,
I casually read off and on some of the fail safe stuff, but
Mhm.
it wasn't in my pool on a regular basis. So I
the
knew who fail safe
Brainiac-
was, and the Brainiacs, so everything.
House of Brainiac,
Yeah,
and what was the other one?
you could have started.
The Mazos from the limited series she had with
It helps if you just know who the hell a Mazo is. You don't
Yeah.
even need a recent backstory, and it was good enough. Like you could go into this clean and like, oh, this is an interesting story, and I was happy with that. I hope they keep it up and put together an interesting arc. But like I said, I find that a lot of these writers they're good writers. A lot of writers have trouble closing the
Mhm.
deal. And a lot of these stories, like they open up and like, oh, this looks great, and then they peter off. So I hope they carry this one through because the art's great. Like I said, I love Dan Mora, and the story was interesting. And like I said, they laid everything out in one issue. I don't need 7 tie-ins. I don't need bullshit. I got one issue that I read, and I understand what's happening. That's good enough for me. So I'll keep reading it.
I don't know. My ultimate goal for this, I hope, is Amanda Waller's dead at the end of this. Or put in jail or somewhere for a few years.
Well, with all the Amanda Waller covers and all that other bullshit, I don't think anyone wants to see her again after this is over with for a while.
I'm trying to figure out how she became such like a main staple of the DC universe all of a sudden.
She's been, it's not all of a sudden, she's been pulling the string behind the scenes for decades. And a lot of, even the latest Wonder Woman storylines, the war against the Amazons, it's all because of her. She's been laying the seeds and gaining power in government for decades.
It's not even the comics though. It's the TV shows and the movie. Like
yeah.
So like she's everywhere. So yeah, like I'm good. I don't like. Like even when I watched, like I knew she was going to be in it, but the Suicide Squad Isekai, and I'm just like, dude, like, give me a break.
But you had Shield at Marvel and kind of Argus on the DC side. There's always that weird balance between Marvel and DC. It's like, well, we got to have one of these people, and then we'll write a more interesting story with this person than you will. And I don't know. It's but they, like I said, they started off solid. I appreciate the fact that Batman realizes he was a dumbass halfway through. I appreciate him coming to that realization, because if they wouldn't have, I would have been kind of angry that Batman was outsmarted, and he didn't realize it right away. But
well, it's Batman.
Yeah.
Oops.
But it was good. Yeah, I like I said, I'm not an event person. I don't like events. I just like to read a solid title and a story arc. But this interested me, and I'm willing to wait this one out and read through it and see how it goes.
Yep. And where am I going? So that was a good read. Next up, Grendel Devil's Crucible Defiance #1. I have never read a Grendel story.
I think I did in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I think I picked up maybe a couple Grendel books.
Yeah.
So I was coming in pretty clean to this as well. And it was good. Again,
it was actually a good story.
Again, you had a book that appropriately set up a story. I got a backstory. I understand where I am. I understand overall kind of what's going on. And you left me at the end with, oh, thanks for the erection picture there.
It's right there, erection.
But and you left me with a good little tease at the end as well. It was a well written book. Again, with these books, this happens all the time. I pick up an issue 1 and I'm like, oh, this looks really, really interesting. And then I get disappointed, or it gets stale.
This was the best line in the comic books. Hey there, big boy. You wanting a good time? Looks like you could even fill my honey cave. I'm like, what? Like, what does Joe has me reading here?
It was a decent read. Again, I'm not a fan.
I like the art.
I like the art. I'm not a fan of super dense text.
Mac Wagner is writing and doing the art for this.
And I don't like a lot of dense text in a story, and it wasn't. There was a good amount of text, but it wasn't long drawn out. It was dialogue, and that was fine. It was all relevant and decent.
So it was a good read. I will keep continuing to read this because I really like the idea of this. Grendels, or I guess they ruled the earth, and then he went into space for like 500 years, and
Yeah,
came
you're
back.
basically
and,
getting a future story.
Yeah. I like it. So I will be picking this up. Thank you, Joe, for recommending this.
And the B cover was pretty nice too on this.
Yeah, I was surprised there weren't any more variants
Covers
of
or
it.
incentives. Yeah.
So let's get into flaming hot covers that are coming out this week. I hope you're not gonna bash my choices this week, guys. At number 10, Profane number 2, the 1 in 20 Lotte incentive.
Her titties look off.
At least this is number 10.
That's number 10. It's not number 1, all right?
Yeah.
I love Lotte. It's not my favorite Lotte cover, but
Her boobs look even.
they're just large.
That's really large.
It just looks like a knockoff Power Girl to me.
Yeah, right.
The boob window is not copyrighted.
I like this cover.
The boob portal is available to all.
She seems a little dead in the eyes, but some people like their women like that.
I like Lotte, and I like Lotte's work. Like I said, this is my favorite
was,
Lotte cover, but I do like it.
It was sold out pre-orders for a couple of retailers actually. I wonder why.
Because it was probably popped up late, and it was a Lotte 1 in 20.
Mm-hmm. At number 9, TMT 40th anniversary one shot, the 1 in 100 Randolph incentive. I really like this cover.
I like that cover myself too. It brings back like fond memories of the original Turtles, the black and white Turtles and the cartoon.
It reminds me of what was that game? It had the same art style. I forgot which game it was. It was a turtle game in the early 2000s.
Most turtle covers it's like they all end up feeling kind of the same. It takes a lot for me to see a turtle cover and be like, ooh, that's special.
Now I like this cover. You get this cover and you get it autographed by the actors who played the Turtles, the voices.
So this was I think that the pre-order for this was like $145.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a 1 in 100, I'm not surprised.
I can't believe it's 40 years, man. Look, Back to the Future is 39 years. There's something else that's like 37 years. I mean, everything. And they said 6 years from now, the 80s is going to be 50 years ago.
Yes.
It's amazing, man.
Jeez.
Yeah, I actually like this cover. There's a lot of bad TMNT covers coming out. This one's actually kind of nice. It's not as bad as all the other ones.
Yeah, it's a decent cover. I like a lot of the covers, but for Turtles, it's just like nothing feels special. And every now and then you get one that pops up and you're like, ooh, that's different. But,
yeah, I think the last Turtles cover I picked up was
the April one.
The one before that, the TMNT Saturday Morning Adventures, where they're standing on top of the pizza van.
I like the Saturday Morning Adventure series. That was a fun
That was a good series.
That was the Archie books, right?
No, it was IDW.
IDW? Oh, okay.
Yeah. They did. G.I. Joe had the Saturday morning cartoons. Turtles had the Saturday morning cartoons, and
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, the G.I. Joe. I got the G.I.
And then for some reason, Marvel decided to try to steal the idea with that garbage Hulk.
That's what Marvel does.
Yeah.
All right. Number 8. Ghost Spider number 1, second print, the 1 in 25 Brooks incentive.
Money in the Bank.
I've been burned on too many Ghost Spider books in the past.
Yeah,
I didn't bother picking this up, pre-ordering.
Well, yeah, number
one. Prison was enough for me.
Screw this second print bullshit. Second print 1 in 25 stuff. I refuse to buy.
It's a good cover.
Bullshit.
Oh, did I like it?
I like this cover a lot. I'm just not.
Isn't there a trade just version of it though?
What?
Yeah, normally the second print 1 in 25s have a first print, cover.
Let me look. But I don't remember seeing one when I did this. Let me see. Little Ghost Spider. Where is it?
Surprised this isn't black and white. They're normally black and white too. I said I'm
Yeah.
surprised it's not in black and white because normally the second print 1 in 25s are all black and whites.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And I don't dig the sneakers.
Yeah, this is. Let me see. This is the regular second print.
Well, no, the first
no,
the
what
first
was
print.
the first? What was the first print? The variants in the first print.
Oh, that was the A cover.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So to me, it's just like, come on, man. You're not hitting me up a month later after the first one comes out with a second print that just removes the trade dress.
Yeah.
At number 7, Action Comics 1067 125 Oliver Incentive. I like this cover.
I like that cover.
Yeah.
It's simple, but it's nice. I like the way it looks.
Yep.
It's the shadows and the other way the colors.
It's a good one, but all my Superman efforts are focused on Zatanna covers at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot of Zatanna covers coming soon. I like Oliver. He's a good artist.
Yeah.
At number 6, you might want to pick this up because you know how DC 1 in 25s go. They're there 1 minute, then go on the next, then they're $100 in 3 weeks. Kid Venom number 1 and 1 in 100 Inhawk lead incentive. There is a trade dress of this.
Marvel and their stupid ratios. Marvel just I just refuse to do it. I don't care if it goes up in price or not or does whatever. I just stop giving me a virgin variant that's a 1 in 100 of something that you put out. If somebody's going to shill out $100+ for a comic book, it damn well better have some unique art on it that's not a repurposed trade dress cover. You know, 1 in 25, sometimes you'll be like, shit, I like the virgin. Why not? But a 1 in 100, that's just, come on, man.
Yeah.
I thought this series came out a while ago.
I think it was a one shot that reprinted his prior appearances
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. So you have his first appearance, then you have that reprinted, which was almost like a preview book kind of thing deal. And then now you'll have this. It's like, I ain't going to that well again.
Yeah.
It's a
Number
good cover,
5.
don't get me wrong. It's a great cover, but you ain't getting that money.
Ahsoka number 1, the 1 in 100 Aka.
I like that.
That is a solid cover.
This is a beautiful cover.
It's nice cover. Yes.
Do you order this, Dom?
No.
Again, is this
Does it have a trade dress?
Is there a trade dress?
I think there is.
The only thing I ordered was the
Yes, there is.
Shinhati, the Shinhati and Balin cover.
I'll buy the trade dress and put it in my box and be like, oh, I like this art.
And
I
there's
don't know, look
1,
at the-
2, 3. Wait, 1, 2. Wait, 1,
There's a
2,
lot of
3. Three
There's a Sabine cover.
exclusives
There's
and
a Sabine cover. That's really
one GalaxyCon exclusive.
So there'll be a bunch of these out there.
For a Star Wars book, there's a lot of copies of this.
Oh, I didn't even see this.
That's the one I got.
You didn't see that one?
That's the one I got.
Oh.
That's what, it's a Virgin covers that too. That's the one I bought.
And that's the best one.
Yeah.
But
This one's what, 616?
Yeah.
Unknown or whatever.
Big Bad Toy Store.
Big time collectibles.
Yeah.
you know my love of Shin.
Yes.
I like him crazy.
Huh, I didn't see
See,
that.
I'm telling you, the only thing that was wrong with the whole Ahsoka series to me is how Sabine found Ezra. If they would have fought each other, and he was like disguised, and you didn't know what it was, he was like, that would have been a much better way than just, hey, after you're hanging out with turtles for fucking 10 years, and she.
Oh, we know what he was doing.
He should have discharged his lightsaber in her.
Exactly.
That would have been.
So that's the only thing that really bothered me, bugged me about that series.
They're friends. They're family.
That's not the type of lightsaber discharge I'm talking about.
It's family.
Family. She wants to bang him, and
She does not.
Yes, she does.
You're reading way too much into it.
No, she wants to bang him.
It's Star Wars is supposed to be sexless. Unless
Yeah.
it's a Sith
Yeah.
coming out of the
Yeah.
water.
Not quite near. Not quite near with OSHA. I can tell you
What are you
that.
talking about? They made what's his name
Come join
sexy.
me.
Sith Wang.
Kylo Ren was shirtless in a couple of scenes. Who else?
See, it's all Siths.
Anakin was shirtless in an episode in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. All the Siths are shirtless.
Yeah.
Was Han ever shirtless in
No, he shirtless a comic
I mean
book.
the original?
The comic book. The one of the comic books, he had no shirt on. That was the funniest thing. They made fun of that whole thing.
You know, and no one wanted to see Luke shirtless ever.
And nobody wants to see Luke ever.
Number 4. Kill All Mortals #1, the 1 in 10 Albuquerque incentive.
That's cool. I like Albuquerque.
Yeah.
I think there's an Ivan Tao cover on it's either this one or number 2 that I liked.
Yeah, there's only like 3 covers for this. For a cover 1. Issue 1.
It's Dark Horse, so it'll be a shit show. Their publishing is a mess at all times.
It's funny. This is the only issue that it seems that has an incentive. The other 3 issues don't have incentives.
Dark Horse doesn't do it. Dark Horse is weird. Like Dark Horse is strange.
I think Dark Horse is going to wind up friggin' selling it to a company because I don't think it's doing that great. They're late with all their books all the time, and they're not keeping up with the times.
Yeah.
And if you only have one incentive, where everybody's making friggin' 150 different incentives for a book.
Yeah,
I mean
it's a smaller indie book, so
yeah.
Number 3. Ain't No Grave, number 3, the 1 in 25 Scotty Young incentive. Do you have any aces? Nope. Go fish.
Yeah, that means he's actually going into indie books now and doing all these things.
Was there a 125 on Ain't No Grave 2 as well? Scotty Young that did well.
Yes.
I mean, I know number 1 did well.
Yes.
I wasn't
The second
paying
one did
attention
well,
to
too.
number 2, but
Hey, how did the
Second one did
Batman,
well also.
Scotty Young Batman do?
I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked actually.
What,
Hello.
that exclusive that he did?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That was
Batman one.
that was expensive.
yeah,
Huh.
all the different versions of it.
I
Scotty
think
Young
the foil
Boba
one
Fett. I'm pissed.
was doing the best. The foil version maybe. Batman.
People like the Scotty Young covers where there's more going on like these. Where
Yeah.
there's some type of interaction, a little bit of comedy versus just the small little character.
Give me a
framed
Boba Fett
in.
getting out of the Sarlacc. Scotty Young cover.
What?
He
Give it time.
never did
Give it
Boba
time.
Fett. Scotty Young. Come on.
Geez. The trade one, the regular trade is selling $42 for a 9.8. Jeez. The foil is selling for 105 autographed.
Jeez.
That's
that was
the
probably
one.
$100 from his website.
Yeah.
9.8 foil is 131. Just sold recently. And you can buy the Dracula and the trade of Batman for $110 in the both 9.8s. Jeez. The sketch less than $100 on the 9.8.
Yeah.
And
those
somebody
were-
sold all 3 for $120.
they do well, but when it costs $100 to get in on it, it doesn't last.
Yeah.
Number 2, X-Men #1, the 1 in 100 Campbell incentive. There is a trade dress of this cover.
I'm curious
Yep.
to see what you put as number 1 now.
Uh-huh.
I said I'm curious to see what's number 1 now. I figured this would have been number 1.
No. No.
It's a DC book, number 1. I know that.
People
Really?
love Campbell. People love Campbell drawing Psylocke. It is what it is.
In honor of Joe, the most
just-
reliable,
Just
Joe
remember
the reliable.
just remember how many X-Men ones there are out there,
Mhm.
because there's tons of retailer
There's-
exclusives and
There's
stuff
going to
like
be a
that. So
lot of these. A
Yeah.
lot.
So, and the number one book
come on, boobs. Come on, boobs.
is a dedication and a shout out to Joe's Doolin, one of his favorite characters. Vampirilla
There
670,
we
the
go.
1 in 20,
Elias.
Cazotis incentive.
Doing
I like
it
that
right.
cover. Her boobs are even. I like that.
That is a good one.
It's I really like this cover actually.
Joe, how many you get, Joe?
I've really slacked, and I'm ashamed. I've really slacked on my Vampirella purchases lately because I've been very heavy Red Sonja because the Red Sonja stuff has been so good.
How many you
That's-
getting? How many you getting?
I'll probably get a couple. And granted, again, it's dynamite, so
You need one for your left, one for your right, and one in between.
What?
Yeah, I mean, they might. Did they do
I'm sure
or
there's
like
probably a line art and
a limited version and a
trade
metal and
What?
Yeah.
No,
7,
not
14, and 1 in
Vampirella.
20.
They should have scratch and sniff cover.
But it is a good Vampirella cover, and Vampirella's had some really good covers lately.
That's a nice cover, though. It really is.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's really good cover.
They should do a Velcro, like the Velcro around her bikini and bra area. Have that as a cover.
I sent a link in the private chat from my book that came out this week that I'm very happy about, that I'm a big fan of.
Oh, nice.
Club
Yeah.
Nephilim.
Yeah, that's a Herrera cover. It's a good cover. I bought this. I ordered this on Kickstarter. I'm still
Nice.
waiting for it, but
Yeah.
it's apparently coming out this week as well.
So number one wasn't a DC book.
Look, that lost.
No, it's good. Not as good as the Ferguson that came out a couple of months ago, but it's good.
Yeah.
All right. Next up,
Jay Ferguson's
some graded video games. We got Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, 9.4 A+ sale, sold for $250.
Hey, something just
Okay.
sold. Something just sold for a big amount of money. I don't know, it was a Mario Brothers game or something. Just seen. Probably Mario.
Yeah,
Brothers.
Mario always sells.
Yeah.
Then we have Mario Golf,
Mario.
Toadstool Tour 9.6 A+ sealed, sold for $300.
Why was that 9.6? Why was that 9.8? What the hell?
I don't know.
I don't
Probably had a
Shop
crease.
before or something?
No.
I don't understand video game grading.
Exactly.
At all. It's confuses shit. Just like
the
VCR
box.
grading. I'm like, I don't know.
Well,
what
see, it's like the
any of
Funko
that
Pops.
means.
The Funko Pops, the boxes, yeah, the damage really takes the value out of them. So that's
yeah.
Then we have Animal Crossing 9.0 B+ on the seal, sold for $350.
because of bounty hunters. I am buying a game system.
Then we have Soul Calibur 2 9.6 A+ sealed, sold for $387. I love this game.
Yeah.
Playing
Does
as
the
Link
game love
was
you?
fun. Then we have Mario Kart Double Dash 9.6 A sealed, sold for $500.
So the sticker, the price
crazy.
sticker, costs 9.6.
Yeah.
That's what
Huh?
Especially with that ugly sticker
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, that
Sticker.
sticker sucks.
the price tag dropped it down.
It's amazing people still have these games sealed laying around.
How much of it is dead stock from some of
That's
these
what.
places
Yeah,
that have gone
that's
out
what.
of
It,
business?
yeah.
Actually, you know what sells?
People
A
that buy out
Game
stores
Boy.
when they go out of business.
Yeah.
Game Boy, the first printing of Game Boy, sold at auction. It was the green screen. It was the first printing box. That's what sold.
Those things were hard to find. Hard to come
That
by.
shit was a lot of money. There's like 7 printings of that of Game Boy. The boxes.
Yeah, there was a lot of versions of Game Boy.
Yeah.
Wait, did I do this? Oh, we're doing some Golden Age and Silver Age sale. Air Fighters
Fighters,
Comics
yeah.
version 2, number 1, 1943 Hillman, TGC 5.0. First appearance of Valkyrie sold for $1,200. This is a beautiful cover.
That's a steal. For first appearance of Valkyrie. It's a great book.
Seems cheap.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a fan of
I don't know
those
how many
Stevens covers and
copies are on the census above it, but it seems cheap.
Hey, Charlotte. Yeah, it seems really cheap for that grade and that price.
Yeah, $5.
I don't see it pop up that much.
That's up your alley, Joe, right?
Respectable.
Oh, yeah.
Off my pages. It's not like cream or anything like that. It's
Yeah.
solid.
You know,
I like
it
I like
presents really
Valkyrie.
well for 5.0.
The colors still. The covers.
Then we have Amazing Mystery Funnies #2 from Centaur Publications from 1938. CGC 2.0, creamed off white. Sold for $2,040.
Hey, is he getting a copy of Phil? He looks like he's putting his hands through it.
Yes, he is.
Nice, nice. That's Joe. That's actually Joe right there in the cover.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess this officially does this classify as, I think, Platinum Age is what's before Golden Age. It is close.
It has small amount of dry glue on the
But look at
cover.
the edges of the book. Not the edges. The spine. The spine looks beat up. The edges.
I mean,
the edges look sharp.
The problem is homemade restoration was always an acceptable thing back then. So, especially some of these really older books that are really beat up.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot missing from that spine.
Yep. A chunk.
Where did she end up? You know where she ended up?
I don't know of anywhere after the Joe Chiodo cover is the last Valkyrie that I remember. The one that got me kicked off the Twitch stream while we were streaming because it had a Nazi flag in the background, so it was kicked off Twitch.
The original Avengers and Babysitting. Terry.
Yeah.
Then we have Four Colors #4. Dell Publishing 1940. CGC 5.0. Light tan to off-white pages sold for $5,040.
People sleep on four color stuff.
Makes
I
sense.
mean, it's weird to me. Four color stuff always sells well at Heritage. Anytime Dell has four colored books on Heritage, they always sell pretty well, especially the earlier Disney stuff.
Yep. Angry Donald. Then we have Master Comics 28, Fawcett 1942, CGC 5.5, off-white to white pages sold for $2,040. Little Captain
Someone
Marvel
get
Jr. swinging.
Someone get
from
Junior a
Liberty
sandwich. Someone get Junior a
He's ringing
sandwich.
someone's
today.
bell.
It's-
Ring my bell.
This would have been great for Friday's show.
It would have, but hey, I put in like 3 pages of
I
Fawcett
know
books.
you did.
I went heavy on the Fawcett. And you got to spread the love between Junior, Mary, and Captain.
I know, more Mary than Junior. Then we have Silver Street Comics 23, Lev Gleason 1946, a CGC 7.5, off-white to white pages sold for $960.
There are still plenty of Golden Age books out there that are, I mean, I would say this is reasonable.
Very reasonable.
You know, it's not a major Golden Age book, but it's still, I like Lev Gleason publishing. You got a lot of good stuff, but for 7.5 in a Golden Age, that's nice.
Yeah, it's big.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I thought it said Kyle up on the top. There's actually something /18.
This is KY 18.
KY
You get a
18.
lot, you get a
Okay,
lot
four.
of writing on these books. You get a lot of date
Okay,
stamps
four.
on these books. A lot of stuff.
H418. Actually, it could be a like a K, then the line, and then I.
We'll never know. Showcase 17,
I like that.
DC 1958, CGC 8.0, off-white to white pages sold for $11,100.
I have 19. I have 19 with Adam Strange. But this is your first Adam Strange right here.
Mhm.
Showcase 17.
That's a nice cover.
So this is one I have wanted for a while, but have just been a bit priced out at where I want it.
Kickstarter. Let's do a Kickstarter for Joe.
Yeah.
Get him his showcase. First Adam Strange. Let's go.
I got this, and I have almost his full Mystery and Space run, but I actually like Showcase 19's cover a little bit better than this, but I still love this cover.
Come and meet us at Baltimore Comic Con. Meet Joe. Give him money so you can buy this book. Thank you very much.
I'll put out a bucket.
Next up, Showcase 30, CGC 9.4, sold for $20,400.
I know who sold
First
this
issue with
book.
Aquaman, I believe.
And Murphy Anderson cover.
What you said, Josh?
I said I know who sold this book.
Oh, you do?
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Hey, Brian. Welcome. Hey, buddy.
What's up, man?
That's a good solo book. I love the whole Showcase run of 1 to 100 is fun, even though, you might not like Angel and Ape, but, I love all the weird titles that they have in that first 100 issues of Showcase.
And of course, it has Ramona Fradon art. So
I could be wrong, but I think
No,
this
Ramona
is the
Fradon
highest
inside.
graded copy.
I wouldn't
I wouldn't
be
doubt it.
overly
me see.
surprised. but
Yeah, I'm
Watch
pretty
that.
sure it is.
I'm trying not to look at CGC until they grade my books. I gotta stop sending books. Actually, I haven't submitted anything in like 2 weeks, so I'm good. Showcase 30. $61. Yes, there are 4 copies in a 9.4. And they actually have the showcase Spanish one. The highest grade on this is a 5.5 for the Mexican edition.
Hey.
Really?
And then the Brazil edition, the highest grade is a 7.5, and then there's 2 5.5s. I'll be on the
And
hunt.
then you have the Indonesian, Indonesian chili, you have, the Argentina.
Yeah, they only have those. Then we have Silver Street Comics number 7, Lev Gleason, 1941, 5.5, off-white to white pages, sold for $9,600.
I think that's pretty cheap for that book.
Yeah.
The
Jack Cole story
the
cover
old-
and art.
The old original Daredevil has some good books out there.
original Daredevil. It's pretty cool. I like that.
Great cover.
Yeah. Right.
Then we have an oldie but a goodie and a favorite of mine. Detective Comics 359, CGC 9.2, off-white to white pages, sold for $8,400.
That purple in the background is different color on every goddamn book of that I've seen.
It is. Hey, what's up, Console Comics? Welcome, buddy. Thank you for showing up.
It is a great book. Solid key.
Yeah. This was probably the top of my list for my grails that I've wanted, and finally got it. What, last year in the 6.5? I was happy.
The time was it's like 4 or 5 years ago was the time to start loading up on DC Silver Age first appearances.
Yep.
Things were very reasonable.
I'm just missing. Who am I missing? I'm missing Riddler and Scarecrow for Silver Age.
Oh, are you just going after like the main villains?
Yeah, mostly the main Silver Age first appearance after the Golden Age appearances.
And the ugly Poison Ivy.
You got Grundy's first Silver Age appearance?
What from
That's in it's in
Showcase.
Showcase.
Showcase?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe I do. Somewhere. It's in one of those. It's in one of those CGC boxes back there. Those are all CGC boxes. Damn it! All my regular books are in storage, actually. Which is, I hate to go digging through that. And we have Amazing Spider-Man number 3 from 1963 at 7.0 off white to white pages. Sold for $6,240.
I think I know who bought this book.
Really? Did he have a DV in his shirt?
No. Apparently, action figure grader. He does all the Star Wars action figures. He buys a comic. I think he bought this book. I think this is the one he bought.
ASM sells all day, every day.
Yeah.
Especially 1 through 50. It's all day, every day.
Every day.
It's a nice book, though.
Congrats, whoever got this.
Yeah.
And now it's time for my favorite time of the show, FOC.
What's on the list? It's a little
A
light
little
this week,
preview of
wasn't
what's going to be on the list.
Be right back.
We got Absolute Power Task Force 7, number 3, Tim's variant. I really like this cover a lot.
Not Bruce. Not Bruce, Tim.
Not Bruce. Then we got Absolute Power Task Force 3, the Moral Foil. We got Bidenity Crisis number 1, the 1 in 25 Duarte incentive. I love this.
Yeah, I like that cover. I might have to buy that.
Then we got Kanto number 3, the 1 in 10 Malavia incentive. I like that cover. Something dark and brooding about this cover.
Kanto always has good covers.
Mm-hmm. Then we have Gatchaman number 2, green connecting variant.
I love all the Sanford Green covers on this. The connecting covers are great.
The
Yeah,
one
I
in
wish
10
they would have
Delgado.
been the incentives.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
The 1 in 10 Delgado. Spider-Man Reign 2, number 2, the Scan variant. Then we have the 1 in 50 Andrews incentive.
Big beard.
Yeah. The beard is kind of weird.
Beard's weird.
Then we got Avengers 17, the Vecchio variant. I really like this cover. Then we got the Dazzler variant, Kent Campbell.
They're so bad.
Yes. Then we have the 1 in 100 Villalobos Virgin incentive.
And again, that's
There's
Luciano.
a trade dress.
That's Luciano. That's Luciano Vecchio, not Luana Vecchio. There's 2 Vecchios in the world with comics. So.
Hey, Taladia. And we got Spectacular Spider-Man number 6, the Torque homage variant. Hey.
Everyone likes a nice X-Men homage.
Yep. Then we have Daredevil 12, the 1 in 100, the Lotto incentive. Dom liked this one a lot.
Yes, I did.
There's some good Bullseye covers on Daredevil.
I like that cover.
If you're a Bullseye fan.
Then we have Star Wars Inquisitor number 1, the Phantom Menace 25th anniversary variant. Inquisitors number 1, the 1 in 25 Wilson incentive. I like this.
There's some good covers on this book.
And we got Ghost Spider number 2, second print. 1 in 25 Hans incentive.
I love Hans. I'm just not feeling that cover.
Yeah. Then we have Department of Truth 24, the 1 in 25 Mattia incentive. Gromits number 3, the 1 in 10 Parsons incentive.
Hey, Bruce, I got to bail.
I know. See you later. Have fun.
Guys, gentlemen.
Don't take any shit.
Tell the Dark Side boys we said hi.
Definitely, you got it. See you guys later.
All right. We got Blood Hunters number 1, the 1 in 100 Aka incentive.
That's nice to get a dagger cover.
Yeah, you don't see too many
You don't
daggers.
get too many of those.
Yeah.
Then we have Wolverine number 2, second print, 1 in 25 Davila.
The unnecessary second print,
Yes.
yet even more unnecessary ratio second print for Hellbound 2.
Then we have Vicious Circle number 3, the 1 in 10 Bermeo. And the 1 in 25 Panosian incentive.
Nice.
I like that Panosian.
Just remember, if you're going to buy Vicious Circle, number 1, it was optioned. And Ryan Coogler is working on it, which is a pretty big name. But remember, these are oversized. They are not regular comic size. So.
Magazine, about the size of a magazine, right?
Yep. A little bit smaller, but yeah.
And now
you ain't fitting it in a Golden Age bag.
Wolverine Revenge number 1, another Wolverine title. Cover A, Odd Term variant, Villalobos variant, the movie variant,
and cover A is a Capullo, by the way.
Yeah, like cover A is the better one. I like them. I like cover A and the Villalobos. I don't like the Odd Term that much.
I don't mind the Art Germ. I mean, looking at it, you're like, oh, okay, that's an Art Germ cover. It's not surprising that that's an Art Germ cover.
Then we have the Saturday morning variant.
These are garbage.
Trash.
I don't understand these at all.
Then we have the Brooks variant, which I like. Then we have the Okazaki variant, which is amazing. Nice. And then we have the Nakayama foil variant.
Almost wanted to do background.
Almost. He tried. Oh. He thought about it. Wait, there's more. The 1 in 25 Jiang incentive.
That thing is nightmare fuel.
The 1 in 50 Villalobos Virgin. The 1 in 100 Odd Germ. I like the Jiang. Then we move on to Wolverine Revenge, the red band.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought there was an EC cover for this.
I think there's a good Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe homage cover on the Daredevil, which is an homage of the Punisher shooting the Daredevil cover.
So we have cover A, red band. It's just the regular cover A with blood. Then we have the 1 in 25 U.
There's your winner.
There's the winner right there.
I mean, not in terms of the best cover, but it's a good cover. But that'll be the one that people will go for.
Everybody gravitates to. And a 1 in 100 Capullo incentive.
The problem you will have with that is people will be like, oh, the Blood Hunt 1 in 25s did so good and they went through the roof. And then people will forget that there's, the 1 in 100, the 125, the cover A. God, I don't know if they've done any incentives for Red Band or if they can do incentives for Red Band. I mean, the nice thing about Red Band with Blood Hunt has been there's been a cover A and then the 125. That's all there really is. So
I think what is it? Werewolf by Night is getting a red band 1 in 25 with Ulsa, which I want. Ulsa Bloodstone. And then we move on to Uncanny X-Men number 1. Cover A. Hubert variant. Marquez variant. The ugly JTC negative space variant. Yeah, this is horrible. This has to be the worst space in comics right here.
Poor Jubilee. It's bad enough she has a shitty power set. You got to give her a shitty cover.
There we have. Look, another logo variant.
Oh, now give me the blank variant. Just move it up a little further.
The Vecchio variant. The Gosson variant. Villalobos Dazzler variant.
I do like the Villalobos Dazzler one.
I like that. Then we have Segovia variant. The 1 in 25 U. The 1 in 50 Vecchio Virgin. The 1 in 50 Jim Lee hidden incentive.
There's the chaser right there.
Yep.
Throw Jim Lee
Yep.
Savage Land Rogue on there. It's game over.
And then
But
we
again,
have
there's so many covers and there'll be so many incentives
Mhm.
that it will dilute that ratio number. 1 in 50 won't be as meaningful.
that's everybody's gonna have it. It's gonna be cheap. The 1 in 100 Marquez version. I don't know why that needed a version. The Koblish wraparound.
Those wraparounds are fun. I like just
Yep,
staring at those covers.
Mhm. Then Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood #1.
God, I hate
Yay.
those series. I hate these fucking series.
Cover A,
Dumb.
Gaussian variant. The Land variant, which I really like.
I like that one too.
The Scotty Young, which I like. The Black Blank variant.
I like black blanks.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun for cons to get something interesting.
Oh, thank you. Then we have the 1 in 25 Franz incentive and the 1 in 100 U Virgin incentive.
Yeah, like I said,
Kind of reminds me of Canadian Maple Leaf. That cover.
I have just not been a fan of the big black, white, and red type series. They never seem to go anywhere. They always have some really great covers that never seem to really hold their value.
Nah.
But everyone chases them when they first come out. But it is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is
Spider-Man.
a little more marketable.
So, and that is the end. So, if you haven't followed me on Instagram or X, you can find me on Instagram, Kingdom of Nerds _ and X at Brucifer _1. Please hit that like, subscribe, comment if you're watching on the rewind. And we will be back tomorrow night for some movie, pop culture, rumors, and more tomorrow night. And we will be talking about tonight's episode of House of Dragons, all the blood, the gore, and all the incest that goes on in that show. So, thank you, everyone. Hit that like button on your way out. And we will see you tomorrow. Good night.